If somebody said it, did you ever hear the famous Sikha? I didn't hear about it, but now that I heard about it, I said, now it's famous. But basically, is that when Yosef came to Yaakov because he was passing on, and then suddenly it seems like it doesn't fit into the context. You probably have it against me that I didn't bury your mother, that I married your mother down the road. Here I'm asking you to go do me this favor, take me to Eretz Machpelah, and here I buried. So the Rebbe explains the Rashi. It wasn't that Chas v'Shalom that Yosef had any feeling against father, because the fact is there was a lot of young children there. She had just given birth. To make a whole big journey would have been difficult. So that logically it made sense, but he knew Yosef, that his mother was a great tzaddikus. She was unbelievable tzaddikus, and he thought to himself, Hashem wanted it, it would have happened. Why didn't it happen? So the Rebbe explains. Yaakov tells Yosef, you don't understand what a great tzaddikus your mother was. She requested to be buried there. It was her decision. She wanted to be there for her children, because all of Bnei Yisrael called her children. They all became her children, because the only way he married her, the others, is because of Rachel's intervention. She wanted to be there for her children, so when they leave, they're exiled, they can stop by her grave, and it says Rachel Marakal B'neha. When the Jewish people came, they had committed the worst crimes. That's who they were, and unfortunately, that's why they were exiled. And they came crying, and all the Imahas and the Abbas, they cried, but there was no response. But when Rachel cried out, he said, Hashem, I'm only flesh and blood. I brought a rival into my home. Stones and sticks, could they be? Is that a rival to you, Hashem? Please have compassion on your children. I had compassion on my sister. Please. And I'm only flesh and blood. And Hashem answers, I forgot the exact pasuk. And not only that, because of that, Yosef learned a very profound lesson. That when it was time for him to pass on, he didn't ask to be buried. No. He wanted to be there because he says, remember, when you leave, take my bones with you. So that was giving the Jewish people hope. He says, when we leave, that means we are leaving. So we should take a bone with them. And we learn even further that from all the children, all the grandchildren, that were educated in Israel, Yosef's children, Ephraim and Asher, who were born and raised in the evil, corrupt Mitzrayim, they were the ones that Yaakov chose to be part of the tribes. Because of the education that Rachel gave her son Yosef, he was able to pass it on to his children. So powerful was it that even in the horrible environment of Egypt, so we see how powerful that and how important, first of all, the education of a Jewish child is, because Yosef was very young when his mother passed on. But the education he received from his mother was so powerful that he was able to use that education, educate his own children, that they merited to be part of the tribes, even though they were raised in such an evil and corrupt environment. And so this is a powerful lesson, because it says, you educate a child when they're young, even when they're older, we'll never forget it. And we see this from here. Mashiach now.